What's up, everybody? A to J here. Apologies in advance if the audio is a little sketch. We're in the process of moving, so I'll have a new built-out studio, garage in the future, but for right now I have no idea where any of my microphones are, so we're rolling with it because I wanted to talk about some of my favorite pieces from Muddy's new DV8 line. This is their new high-end clothing line that Muddy is introducing for this season. I wore a lot of their TRX line last season, which was more of their budget price point stuff. Really good stuff, a lot of really great early season and late season clothing in there, but not a fully built out lineup where it has quite the number of like technical pieces that you need for those October, November time frames where you get those crazy temperature swings. And speaking of crazy temperature swings, I'm really excited to get into some of the cold gear that they're introducing for this year with the DV8 lineup, because I'm living in New England now and I'll actually get to put it to use. I am wearing their early season kit right now. This is the Ambush t-shirt. They also make a long sleeve. This stuff is super thin. You can actually see right through it when you hold it up to the light. I'm also wearing their clutch pants. These are the lightweight pants. Muddy has really nailed their pants, especially their early season pants. The TRX lineup as well was phenomenal, but these things are really nice. They have nice generous cargo pockets with zips and flaps, so I usually leave mine unzipped. They also have vents on the side, really lightweight material. I wish I had this stuff when I lived in Florida. This is just so nice and lightweight. It is like 80 degrees out now. I am baking in a shed, but I'm nice and cool underneath here. This stuff actually wicks quite well. For those early season sits where temperatures like to drop off in the later part of the afternoon, they also have, and I don't know the names of any of this stuff yet, so this is the Quest hoodie. They also make this in a long sleeve that I'll show you guys in a second. I think this is awesome for those early season, especially like those afternoon type sits where temperatures drop off or mosquitoes are just bugging you to the point where you would rather sweat than take another bug bite. So this is a nice lightweight hoodie just to cover that bit. I can see wearing this on those days where it drops down into 60s, high 50s the last couple of hours of the day. So nice lightweight. They do have a quarter zip long sleeve option as well, which as temperatures start dropping, I could see myself really using that as kind of a secondary base layer, just something nice and lightweight when you want to have something light over your skin for those walks in when it's nice and cool, but you don't want to have something like a heavier weight hoodie where you're really going to sweat. So this quarter zip is awesome. I think it's going to be great for whitetail season because it is nice and quiet, but I'm looking forward to using this come turkey season in the spring also, because this is just awesome material. Getting to the next layer, this is the Morph jacket. They also make this in a vest and pants. This is like a super high lofted quiet fleece. So this is like the ultimate fleece hoodie. This thing's just super comfortable, feels very warm. I'm not going to keep this on too long because I'm definitely going to start sweating. But you can probably tell even on video, this is a nice fluffy fabric. Layers nice. Everything is clearly cut with the bow hunter in mind. Really nice and quiet. Again, a really nice early season piece. I could see myself using this as a mid layer as the season progresses, or for those early October mornings, throwing this thing on when I get to the stand, when wind's not going to be picking up too much, because there is no wind blocker in this particular piece. Leveling up slightly, this is something that I'm really excited for. This is the, what they call this thing, the Enduro jacket. So this is a whitetail jacket for whitetail jacket. This is a puffy jacket for whitetail hunters. So nice lofted puffy jacket. Again, cut very clearly with the bow hunter in mind. They use a fleece fabric along the sides and under the arms, so this thing's not going to make a lot of noise when you're drawing back or just standing there in the stand, but still gives you that lofted insulation. The pockets also, Muddy did the pockets right on these things. A lot of companies don't, but the insulation is in front of your hands, so that way you can throw your hands in there and stay nice and warm. Something that I've noticed with all of the jackets from Muddy in the DV8 lineup is the collars fall exactly how you would want a collar to fall. So for me, I usually, whether you keep the collar all the way up or you like to leave it open a little bit like I do, when you draw it back, they're just not in the way. If you want to fold them out of the way, they also tuck in nice. But that's something that's a little detail that a lot of companies tend to miss, especially with their hunting and their bow hunting jackets. Also, something I really appreciate, the sleeves, the way that they come down and kind of cover the hand a little bit, just makes for a nice tight seal around the wrists. So really like that. They didn't go too crazy on pockets or anything like that. Just a nice jacket, and I could see using this quite a bit from October through November. Again, when you get those crazy temperature swings, you're not really sure what you're getting into. Just nice to have a nice, quiet, puffy jacket, really versatile, and you can pack this thing down, strap it to a backpack. All right, now getting into the later season, those all-day sits, probably the second half of the rut. You've got, this is the Mammoth series. This comes in a bib as well. This is the Mammoth jacket right here. Again, nice puffy insulated. This has like a, not quite a grid, but sort of like a grid type fleece on the inside. This is going to be a little bit heavier insulation. Again, for those later seasons, this is definitely the cold weather series from Muddy. And again, it just layers really nice. The cut, very athletic fit. Pockets insulated the right way. This is going to be the windproof, and I think it's also waterproof, or at least water resistant layer from Muddy. The rain gear, which I forgot to bring out, but the rain gear from Muddy also really good. The TRX line from last year was also really good. So the cut and some of the pockets are just a little better on the DV8 series. The hood's cut a little better, but this Mammoth series, again, just really nice. Everything is cut and articulated really well. Nice quiet fleece fabric on the outside. So really looking forward to those colder temperatures, those all-day sits, and actually going to put these things to use. So if you've got any holes in your current clothing lineup or your current whitetail tree stand system, definitely check out the new DV8 line from Muddy. All this stuff should be up on the website now, and they're dropping new stuff all the time. So keep tabs on them if you aren't already. And good luck to everybody that's got a tag in their pocket. Looking forward to seeing everybody's successes come the fall. See ya.